name is Joshua Montgomery. I'm a technician slash builder. My job at Keeley basically consists of everything from building up the actual boards with components, resistors, that sort of thing, to the physical stuffing of the board into the case, then putting on the hardware, the knobs, testing, all of that stuff. Average day at Keeley, come in, have a cup of coffee, sit at the desk, get my whatever the previous day, wrap that up, go to Danny, our inventory manager, ask him what we need for the day, for the week, kind of get my station set up for that sort of thing, and then just kind of stuff away. I started at Keeley a little over 3 years ago. I was bartending at a little place called the Speakeasy, 51st Street Speakeasy. A friend of mine works at Keeley, came into the bar quite often, and he said that they were needing some help. So I on a whim, came in, applied for the job, talked to Robert that day. He called me that afternoon and offered me the job. Working for Robert Keeley is the best job I've had, and I've had many jobs. I've learned quite a bit, not only in the field of effects pedals, engineering in general, and music, whether it be pedals, guitars, amplifiers, what have you. I've also learned what a good job is. What it's like working at Keeley, it's a lot of fun and a lot of work, but the two intertwine in a perfect Venn diagram of awesome, where it is, we do usually have a pretty tight goal of X amount of product to get out in a week. We work really hard to get to that goal. 9.5 times out of 10 we always, well, I can't say always, 9.5 times out of 10 we meet that goal. So it's a lot of pressure to get it done, but once we get it done, it's from then on out, it's just, it's fun time, good times. Outside of Keeley, I do a few different things. I co-host a podcast with a fellow co-worker here, Boys Podcast. I also play drums in a garage/punk outfit. I also write songs. I try to write a song a day. That's pretty much where a lot of my time goes. Outside of work, go home, get back in my jam space, and just lay out a song or two. I've been into writing, recording a song a day for a couple of years now, maybe about 2 years. It all started from I would write these little short segments of a song, maybe a riff or two, or like a chorus idea, or even a full fleshed out song, and I would send it to friends of mine and just get their idea of their musician's idea of if it's good. Does it need to be scrapped? Is there something worth salvaging? And after a while, I just started just doing it every day. And then on weekends, sometimes I'd do like 3 or 4 songs a day, to the point of now I have 3 different hard drives filled with over 300 something songs on them, I'll scrap some and keep the better ones. But yeah, it stemmed from just having this creative urge to get out, and it seemed a lot easier just to do it on my own. I play guitar, bass, drums. Got really tired of playing in bands and relying on others to be as reliable. So I just started doing it for myself. Some of my favorite Keeley pedals, which there are a few. For bass, I was using the bassist on this video we were doing. I like it because it rounds out some of the sharp edges you can get tone-wise. Also, messing around with some of the modulation stuff, seafoam, for bass, it's pretty fun. You can get some really cool shoegazy kind of tones. For guitar, I think the Oxblood is hands down the best distortion pedal I've ever played. Really love that pedal. Stallhammer too is another great distortion pedal. It doesn't get a whole lot of love, but it should. It's really good for, especially for like playing metal. Very good for that. So working at Keeley, it's not just you're in your own zone and you do your own thing, which a part of it is that we all have our own offices that we share with at least one other employee. One of the things I enjoy about working here is it's one big team of 12 or so people, and each person has their part, but without one link, the whole chain kind of falls apart. And it is kind of like a family in a way that we hang out after work. It's not just a clock out, see you Monday thing. It's really nice to be a part of an actual team that all cares about the product. The majority of us are musicians, and we play these pedals, and we put a lot of pride in what we do.